fight will be in the welterweight division. Now making his way to the cage out of the blue corner, Philip A. Croatan.
And next up, we got Philip A. Croatan, the Amerindian Wizard. Philip stands at 5'8", 29 years old, and weighed in at 169.4 pounds. He's generally a Muay Thai fighter. He competed actually in the U.S. Muay Thai Open in 2022. For his debut, this is a difficult challenge as it gets. He's very strong, very athletic, and so early it will be a challenge for Dean to hold him down, but as the fight progresses, we'll see if Philip's takedown defense bears against the lifelong grappler. One thing I also like to highlight is in MMA, when you have long hair, sometimes that can get stuck in a choke a little bit easier than most. And you can see that Philip definitely has some long hair back there.
And Philip
and
wants
his opponent making his way to the cage out of the red corner, Dean Sherry.
Send some love to his brothers back home. You know, he said he has 3 brothers with him, as we mentioned earlier, so said this isn't a fair fight. It's basically 4-on-1. Although his brothers aren't in his corner, they're in his heart tonight. And when I spoke with Dean Sherry in the back, I said, hey, is there anything you want to say? And he said, nope, I'm good, just here to scrap. So.
And Dean's training out of an exceptional fight gym, the Training Center, Chris Lieben's gym, and under the tutelage of the legendary Barrett Yoshida. Now, this is an exceptional compliment to his already D1 wrestling credentials. He was a 2-time EWL Wrestling Conference champion, a 3-time NCAA D1 Wrestling National Qualifier, and a blue belt.
Wow, guys, so if you don't know, like, D1 wrestling is, in my opinion, one of the hardest sports because it is just non-stop pressure, action, defense.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this will be 3 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is making his MMA debut. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 169.4 pounds, representing Mana Muay Thai and Pacific Muay Thai, fighting out of his hometown of San Diego. Here is the American Wizard, Philip A. Croatan. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He has 1 fight under his belt and he is looking for his first victory. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 171.1 pounds, representing the Training Center and also fighting out of San Diego. Here is Dean Sherry. Your referee in charge of the action, Franklin Aguirre.
As if he's been here before. And, you know, Philip is all hype. I can see him back and forth. Both of these men have just an extreme amount of muscle on them. Very strong, very fit. I think we're in for a war.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously know the athleticism out of Dean has to be very high level because he's a D1 wrestler. And then you look at his opponent, and you just know he's built like a brick house. He looks like Tyrone Woodley.
An absolute monster, honestly.
Dean with a nice left hook. He's level changing, trying to get him to respect the takedown right now. Ooh, hard low kick. Yeah, you don't want to eat a lot of those.
Another thing to remember, though, if you don't set up those low kicks with a jab or a right hand, you can eat it right hand on the way, too. So I think a little bit of setup with those kicks will avoid maybe a shot or a deep wrestling attack coming from Dean, because that's really what he has to stay smart about. I do love the pressure.
Ooh, big right hand landed. Oh, that rocked him. I think it rocked both of them. But both men standing still, measuring. That was a big shot. I like the lateral movement out of Philip. It's making it a little bit difficult for Dean to set up his shots.
Dean looking comfortable on the feet, though. I don't see him desperately looking for any kind of shot. He seems content standing and banging, and right now he's proving to be slightly more dominant as he controls the circling of the cage. He's controlling the center of the octagon. This can go in the judge's eyes like a dominant performance, but he's eating a lot of those low leg kicks.
Yeah, those hard right low kicks are really going to take the speed out of Dean's shot. Should he choose to shoot, it also takes the power out of his punches, because as your leg starts to get sore, it's hard to turn over and put power on that lead leg. Ooh, a nice check hook right there.
Oh,
the
a
jab,
nice
the
jab
right
and a
hand.
heavy
Ooh,
overhand
Dean laying off the
lands
flurry.
from
The
Dean.
wrestler likes to strike. He's peppering him. He's got to be careful. Philip's
But
still dangerous.
A bloody nose from Dean, so somewhere in that scramble, Philip landed heavy.
And very, very interesting, the D1 wrestler took no shots that first round and decided to fight striking with the Muay Thai fighter.
He's here for a war. I like that he's just ready to stand and bang. That was very entertaining. As you could see, no stool. He's standing there just ready for the next one.
And that shows the progression in Dean's game, because essentially what's happening is his first fight he was shooting almost without punches in front of him, and now he's actually standing with the striker. So definitely kudos to him. Lots of level change, big right hand. Both of them landed right there.
He got lucky, though, because, you know, Philip, that overhand landed right on the neck. Had that been right on the chin, it could have been for a rough day. That was a knockout punch in the making. I think the overhand is looking and working real well for him. I think it's kind of cool because he has his coach, Chris Lieben, in the corner, although Lieben can't coach because he's reffing tonight. I see him wide-eyed looking at his student like, that's my boy.
Yeah, and here comes this second round right now. If I'm Philip right now, I'm sticking to those low kicks. You know, you got to set him up with punches because Dean is that high-level wrestler, but you see Dean level changing.
For Philip, I'd also like to see some teep kicks to the body. As a wrestler, your elbows start to naturally wean outward, almost like a chicken arm, because that's how we tend to take our shots. If he can throw some teep and body kicks, could cause some damage. But the right hand lands again for Philip, and Dean is leaking from the nose.
And Philip is landing big shots in the striking. Dean gets the takedown. And this is where you're going to see that high-level grappling capabilities. I mean, getting up from a D1 wrestler is very, very difficult.
It's difficult and a hard day, and you got to think, although Philip may
Ooh, he gets the wrist trap on the inside hand. And, oh, this is textbook Chris Lieben right here. He's got the, and he's not going to let go of that wrist.
I think we're about to see a game over.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Dean with the second round finish via TKO.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Franklin Aguirre calls a stop to the contest at 57 seconds of the second round for your winner by TKO. Out of the red corner, Dean Sherry.
I am here with your winner, Dean Sherry. Congratulations, sir. Man, your first two fights, you've been thrown in the ring. Your first fight against Trayvon Stubbs is a very tough fight, and then you get thrown against this guy. His debut was very, very hyped. Just what was the thought process coming in, knowing how hyped this guy was?
Take it like anything, just come in. I put the time, the work in and everything, so I knew just come in here, just focus in and just do what I do best.
How much does this motivate you after losing your debut?
A lot. I fucking hate losing, so anyone that likes losing, I don't know, man. I fucking love this shit.
Dean Sherry, God bless you, sir. Congratulations on your first win. Dean Sherry, everybody.